Hey guys, welcome to another Mamemeister look at. This thing I'm going to let you see today, I did show you very briefly in my waffle from I think 2 weeks ago, was it last weekend? I can't remember exactly. And the thing in question is this thing. Yep, doesn't look like very much. Excuse me, this is a Vec Multi. Now what this bad boy does, it's a multi-cart for the Vectrex system, which if anybody that actually follows my channel will probably know that it's my favourite system, bar none. It's just such a unique machine. Yeah, now this thing, I didn't know about this thing until I was watching one of my mates, fellow YouTuber Kevin, down the rabbit hole. Kevin actually did a feature on this thing, this very cartridge. I hope you don't think I'm stealing your thunder, Kevin, doing my own video, but it's such a good product, I wanted to let other people see it. Kevin very kindly gave me the link to the person that actually makes these. Now I can't remember, I think it was about 50 quid all in. But what sets this apart from, I mean, I'll leave that there for a second. I've also got another multi-cart here, which is called the Vectrex 72 game multi-cart. Now what makes this different from this one is this one, the games are already on the cartridge obviously. You can't, that's not, why is that not clear? I don't know why it's not clear. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Excuse me, yep, you can't add games to this. All you've got are the games that are on it. Now, to be fair, 72 games is pretty much all the games you're ever going to want to play. However, from time to time, it's a wee bit loose, from time to time, there is quite an active homebrew scene with the Vectrex, and people release other games. Now you can obviously go and buy them. Now they're always because they're kind of homebrew games, they're usually very kind of limited supply, sort of number wise, so you've always got to get in quite quickly, and they can be quite expensive as well. But what a lot of these guys tend to do is they actually make the ROM available for people to download, and with this thing, you can just stick the ROM onto this thing, you run this little program, and it basically creates a wee menu. Now I'm not going to try and take it out, but at the top here there's actually a wee micro SD card. I think it's a gig or 2 gig. Now I have got about 130 odd games, at least I've certainly got over 100 games in this thing, and it doesn't even scratch the surface. I mean, the Vectrex games are something like 1-2K in size, so you'll get every game ever made on this bad boy. So let's have a wee look at the thing in action. Okay, right, I need to apologise in advance for the kind of bright light at the side of the screen, but there's not a lot I can really do with this, guys. Now, before I start, when my mate was over the other day there, he gave me a top tip for the Vectrex. Now anybody that actually is lucky enough to own a Vectrex will know that there's a buzzing, there's always this buzzing noise that you get when you switch the Vectrex on. Apparently it's to do with the monitor or whatever it is, and it's just one of these things that every Vectrex seems to have. Some of them seem to be worse than others. But George, my mate, gave me a top tip. At the front of the Vectrex, where the controller is kind of stashed, there's a grill, and that is where the sound comes out. What to do is get some normal sellotape and just cover the grill, the speaker grill, with sellotape, and it absolutely stops, I would say, 60% of the humming sound coming out. It makes a massive difference. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it on the video, probably not, but I can hardly hear it. The humming sound in this is very, very low. Before I put the sellotape on it, it was really loud, so that makes a massive difference. So yeah, top tip, stick some sellotape across the volume panel of the Vectrex, or the speaker panel of the Vectrex, and I'll guarantee it cuts out about 60 to 70% of the humming noise, but it doesn't actually detract from the actual game itself. So anyway, yeah, switch this bad boy on. I'll zoom in just now, and you get this little sort of menu thing. Press any button and you'll see here it says page 1. Now you can see there it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4 games. Basically you press the number of the game you want to play, press the right button, excuse me, and it goes to page 2, 3, 4. Now you can see the number of games that I've got in this. Yep, I've got 39 pages of almost four games each. So let's have a wee look. Let's go for Vectrex. Now I've actually got a lot of the homebrew games that right, here we go. Yeah, okay. You may recognise this one. This is the infamous Flappy Bird, which a guy wrote for the iOS, I think it was, mobile platform, and it sold absolutely stupidly. It's a pretty naff game. It is as tough as old boots to play, but the guy went on to make apparently an absolute fortune, but he was getting so much bad press and nasty comments with people online that he ended up withdrawing the game from sale, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, there's even Flappy Bird for the Vectrex. I didn't actually know that. Now, to play a new game, all you do is press the reset button. And you go back again. So, I don't know what half of these Vectrex Bird. Now wait a minute. Oh, Flappy Bird, is that the same? Is this a different... okay, this is a different version, obviously. Dearie me. I would definitely see that the other one we played is a lot better than this one. Ah, bollocks. Anyway, that is shite. Let's move on. Vector, there's just so many games. Vectrexians. Oops, let's go for one player. Now, you can probably tell this is Galaxian for the Vectrex. And being a big fan of Galaxian, I can tell you this is a really impressive version. Right down to the sound as well. It's just incredible that there's people out there that are pushing this hardware further and further forward. I mean, we're talking about a system that came out about, I don't know, 1979, about sort of 35 years ago. You know, it's ridiculous. The games are about 3-4K in length. Damn it. But hopefully you can probably see why it's my favourite system. I just love it to bits. You know, when I'm playing this, I'm forgetting that I'm playing a Vectrex. You know, it's easy to think you're playing a sort of an arcade cab or something. You know, it's such a good version. So let's take a look at something else. But yeah, can just see the, hang on, let's try and, because the Vectrex is all black, it's actually sometimes hard to find the reset button. V-Frogger, let's take a look at V-Frogger. Yeah, this cartridge is excellent. I mean, it just holds everything. That looks more like a dog. Is that motorbikes? Is that somebody on a bike, I think? Oh yeah, bugger. It's actually quite playable. Oh, bugger. Famous last words. Right, okay, last one. Ah, damn it. Ah, arse. Come on, this time. Keep it together. Like game over, is it? Right, anyway, let's have a look at another couple of games, guys. But yeah, not this game. The Vectrex is just an absolute astonishing game. In fact, I'm going to let you see a game here which I actually saw for the first time last night, and I was just I was blown away with how impressive this is. Oops. Now, I defy anybody to not be impressed with the graphics of this thing. Oh, damn it. You've got a sort of force field thing that you can kind of put on when they're firing their laser beam thing. Ah, damn it. Let's go for one more go. I mean, the movement of these wee walker things is just so impressive. I'm guessing I've only got a limited amount of sort of shield. Ah, damn it. Right, let's take a look at a couple more games. There are so many excellent games in this. Sorry about that, guys. I ran out of space in the memory card, so it just stopped suddenly. Now let me see, I want to find, is it under P, I think it is. Protector, yeah. This game Protector is probably, would probably say it's the most impressive Vectrex game that I've ever seen. It's based on Defender, and it's as difficult to play as Defender. I think I have done a mashup of it in the past. Now I did, the guy here, Alec Herbert, who programmed this, he released a limited edition number of cartridges. I think there was about 100 were put out, and I was lucky enough to buy one. However, several years later, money was a bit tight and there was people willing to spend some daft money on it, so I'm not going to say stupidly sold it. I did sell it for a fair bit of money and I kind of regret it slightly, but you know what, at that point in time I was quite happy to get the money for it. But Alec then released a double cartridge with Protector and Yassi, which is yet another Space Invaders. So let's go for Protector. I'll need to apologise now how crap I am at playing the game. But it's just the most impressive Vectrex game I've ever seen. You can even see, you can even see it's got a little radar thing at the top. I keep promising myself I'm going to actually get good at this game. I would love to all use SOD, the little beta. I think it's a true mark of an arcade ninja to be able to play Defender to any decent level, and unfortunately I am not one of them, as I've just demonstrated there. Yeah, that's an absolute brilliant game. I'll let you see yet another Space Invaders. This again is, from a technical point of view, it is pretty impressive. Use left and right to adjust, press 1. There we go. Ah, right, align the bars, that's what you want to do. Okay, press 1. Now you can actually have there's an add-on for the Vectrex which gives speech. Whoops, a daisy. Now you can actually use the buttons like I'm doing to play this. Now again, I think this is an incredible port. You really, you think you're looking at the arcade version, but no, we're talking about almost a 35-year-old piece of hardware. If people were able to put out software like this for the Vectrex back then, the Vectrex would have been a massive seller. But the Vectrex was always regarded as, I think, nothing more than a novelty toy compared to the Atari 2600. Damn it. Ah, bugger. Whoops, bugger. I made a complete twat of that. Hey, there we go. Anyway, listen guys, enough of that, that's it. This video wasn't to show how good the Vectrex was, although I never need an excuse to do so. It's just to really say if you're looking for a flash cart or a cartridge to have all the Vectrex games, then I would say look no further than the Vec Multi. It's probably the best flash cart there is at the moment for the Vectrex. It's hard pushed to beat it. It does exactly what it needs to do. It's simple to use, and as you can see from the menu, it's a piece of piss to use as well. So anyway guys, that is it. If you've got any comments, please pop them below, and as usual, thank you so much for watching.